Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. J from TradeMonster.com, welcoming you to the ag floor of the world's busiest futures exchange. This is the CME Group. That is the corn options pit, my friends. So very active today as corn trades up another 15 cents, breaking through 7 to the upside again, virtually across the spectrum of those contracts. Corn moving up rather dramatically again. What a range this thing's had over the past week. You can have a lot of these other contracts, quite frankly. These ags are really rocking in terms of how much up and down activity you've seen. S&P, meanwhile, trading from 12.95 to 13.20. Okay, big deal. Take a look at the corn contract, folks. That thing's been moving all over the place, and the options that trade on it, and in particular, those options in the corn option pit, they continue to trade until they reach their limit, which of course is different than the overall limit for the futures contract. Therefore, you imply what the price would be. So in other words, you could have had a $1 swing on corn if you were able to trade the options combination as far as your way to get long when it broke through 6 on that combo a little over a week ago. Now, as far as the market itself, Dow is higher by some 105 points, propelled by the likes of Wynn, whose owner, or at least the chairman of the board, Steve Wynn, had some very not so helpful things to say about the president and how he's doing his job. Making things more difficult is what Stephen Wynn said. A wet blanket, I believe he called them. Nonetheless, his shares, WYNN, surging to the upside, moving there because Macau revenue through the roof, because Macau room rates, or not rates, I'm sorry, but occupancy rates up over 90.5 versus 81. That's a fantastic move. Shows you how strongly they've come back, because those numbers are just obscene as far as the hospitality industry. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the VIX, because Jamie talks about it on our videos all the time. Jamie Terrell of Group 1. Fabulous job. He and Dominic giving us insight into what's going on. Well, they told you, again, a little over a week ago, that people were aggressively buying the 18 calls in the VIX, selling the August 24 calls. That $6 bull call spread exploded into yesterday's move, as well as gave you a couple nice trades over the past week. Now take a look at it, breaking back down through 20 into the 19s today for the VIX. I show the VIX down about 4.5% at mid-session. The S&Ps looks like they're down about 10 points. I'm sorry, not down, up about 10 points, sorry, to 13.15, almost 13.16 at mid-session. Some of the strong activity centering around Apple, of course. AAPL earnings. That one's going to be a big one today, of course. And people are looking for an absolute blowout to the upside. Have they already priced that in? Has the move from roughly 310 up here to 370, has that accounted for what exactly we can expect from Apple? It may have done a lot of that, but just take a look at Wynn. Similarly, $35, $40 rally into the earnings, and it still went higher. I think we could be looking at the same thing here for Apple. But the big deal will be whether or not they give us guidance about an introduction of the iPhone 5 in September. This is a time frame that's usually a little further out than where Stephen Jobs usually makes such comments. But let's see about those earnings tonight. Again, from the world's busiest futures exchange, I'm Dr. J for Trade Monster from the floor of the CME Group. Have a great day, everyone.
Bring it back, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack.